Let's get it on. As expected, as unexpected, it's going to be AG taken to the attack. Going to try and put it to... Again, we see even something he likes about this green smoke and Crystal AK as he has pulled it out again. We do see 3 AKs and 1 M4 here for AG, and could be LSN there with the op, and they're just gonna get to sneak freely onto this B site as nobody's home here. A 3-sack, everybody cheating towards that, and AG gonna get a free plant here once they figure it out. Well, Moon is up here. Hey there. And, ooh, a nice catch there by LSN, catching Loons out on the rotation. He's going to try and stay alive here, but he does get taken down there by Blame. And JE going to look to pop out, but actually gets taken down by Moon, who's gotten onto the site unexpectedly, and it's going to be all up to Rain here in the 2v1 to try and clutch it out here in round 1, and instead it's going to be a 4K there for Even with the Crystal AK. Dono going to get killed by the bomb there as at the end of the round, Bean. And that's going to be a round 1 win there for AG. Much closer than it should have been considering that the free plant that came out, and looking to get aggressive here is Niels. I think probably would do well to back off of this play, as they're going to need to get some rotations towards that B site immediately after showing their hand like that. Does look like they will arrive in time. And Neil's going to go ahead and stay here to try and catch anyone coming through through mid. Blame playing in the cubby. And he's going to get the peek there and drop the bomb. Dono definitely not expecting that. He will get vision there on LSN as well, and grenades will come raining in his direction. The bomb's will be picked up, and Blame going to get backstabbed here unless he can pop out at just the right time, and Loon's going to drop the next bomb carrier here for AG, and into the 3-on-3. Even not going to be able to be the clutch player here for them this time, and LSN also going to go down. Only Bean left here in the 3-on-1 situation. He's going to hit the first shot there onto Niels, but Moon is going to get the backstab there to close it out and tie it up here 1-1 early. And we'll see Penta fan out into a bit more of a standard defense here, with Niels is going to play aggressively into that connector. And I like it here from Penta. They're giving different looks, but not relenting on the aggression. And I think that's important here. Oh, he's going to get some... Oh, nice pickup there just on the edge of the smoke there by Niels. Going to put them into the man advantage here. Oh, he's going to have to win this trade against Donut, and he's not looking the right direction. And another one going to go down here to Even. And that's going to put AG into the man advantage, but Moon trades it back there immediately onto Dono, and it's going to be 3-on-3 here. The bomb is down, and Moon going to pick up another one onto Even, taking the AWM out here, and he's going to try and pistol down here onto Bean there, and he gets him with it maybe 5 HP at max there on Bean. And Moon looking like he's going to have a good round here. Does put them back into the man advantage, and Bean so low on health, but with the Barrett in hand, it's still dangerous from him. He could absolutely trade someone out before he goes down. And still going to be Moon here on his own. Going to have the chance here to pick up a 4K, but it's not going to be made easy here by AG. They're going to sneak onto the site here. Ellison with the bomb. We'll go ahead and plant here in a second, I believe. Yeah, he's going to plant in between. Safe plant for him, but can be difficult to stop the defuse. And Moon, one away now, being on 5 HP. Gonna need some big magic here. And it's gonna be Rain who closes it out, but Moon, who did have the defuse already most of the way done there, sacrificing his chance at the 4K for the team play. Good to see out of him. And that's going to put Penta back into a 1-point lead here. And again, the green smoke comes out here from Even. It's been a while since we've seen anything like the Crystal or Golden AK here in the CFPL. Ooh, Loon's in a nice spot here, but they definitely know he's there, and he will get taken down by Bean. Blame gonna have a tough job to do, and he will get dropped there. One tapped there by JE, but the bomb is down on Rain's feet, but Rain no longer able to stop anyone from picking it up as he has died. And Moon gonna be far away from this play in the end as they rotate immediately towards that B site. And Bean and Moon trying to take the pistol duel here. And he's going to pick up the golden headshot there for Moon. And he's going to pick up another. And now it's a chance there, but LSN, Crusher of Dreams, will tie this back up here at 2-2. Looking like it's going to be a tight one here between AG and Penta. Penta definitely came to play today. And I think the green smoke actually, well, no time to talk about that as Loon's going to take a 1-for-0, get traded out there by Bean, but he slowed this attack down a lot. And now they're going to have to get through Blame, who's just going to keep tapping heads. He's got 3 of them. He's looking for 4. He's got to get 4. All 4 are headshots. What a play there from Blame. Just one tapping everybody. And that's a big round there from Blame. And going to put Penta back into this 1-point advantage. We're going to continue to trade rounds here back and forth between Penta and AG. Still plenty left in this one. Only 5 rounds in. And looking for all the world like it's going to be super tight here. And we do see the execute coming out here quickly onto the A site. And JE will get the first kill, but Neil's going to pick one up, but is traded out now. And it's the 4-on-3 here. Going to be a difficult retake for Penta. Slow to join this rotate. He will come over now. And Dono calling out their locations. And the retake comes out here and gets stuffed completely by AG. They don't lose a single member during the retake and will go ahead and tie this back up 3-3. Into our 7th round here. Gonna see some aggression. Oh, and Niels definitely had a shot there to pick up 2, but instead it's gonna be Loons who covers his back, and he's got 3. He's looking for more. He tags Dono super low there. And the solo plays are starting to come out here from Penta. It's something we really have not seen from them yet this season, is the big multi-kills like this from them. Maybe finally starting to get truly used to the weapons here for these VIP weapons. As those single taps from Blame in the last round were entirely too impressive from him. And it's good to see players like Blame and Lunas waking up here in the CFPL. And Blame going to pick up another double for himself. And again, we continue to trade rounds here. 4-3 now the score. AG going to try and even it back up here at 4-4. And at this point, I don't think anyone would be surprised if that were the case. Pushing aggressively through the green smoke there is Penta. I actually think that the green smoke for a position like the one they're using it on there even can be better than the red because of the fact that it's a little bit easier to see through and it feels like you can start being able to see through it earlier. For a position like that where they're trying to maybe close in on that location and then continue through it, they just need it to be smoked off for a lesser amount of time. But I think actually Evan's just using it because he's having fun. I think I'm overanalyzing that one, but I could see its value. Ooh, and Bean got tagged heavily there, but he's going to pick one up instead. He will get traded out in the end, and the bomb's going to go down. Another huge kill there from Blame. He's having a great half here. 10 frags to his name, and it's Loons who's going to take it down. Dono there, and only LSN alive in the 1v3. We've seen... It's definitely not out of his reach, though. We've seen plays like this. There's plenty of highlight reels of LSN doing insane things like a 3v1 of this variety, and he does have a good angle here, although I think he's lost it now as Penta gonna realize that there's nobody there, and LSN getting tagged heavily there by Rain and not trading nearly enough in return, but nice headshot there onto Loons, but will get traded out there by Rain. And our first separation here of more than 1 point. Penta going to take a 2-point lead and guarantee a winning defensive half here. And at what point does the belief start to be real here for Penta? At what point do we actually think they could possibly take down AG on their home turf in the CFPL? And this looking for all the world like it's going to be an AG round win as Penta goes for a 5-stack on the A and doesn't even come close to guessing it right here. Didn't feign any pressure here on the weak side, and perhaps a bit of an oversight here from Penta. And actually, AG gonna play it slow. But Niels is not fooled. But he will be taken down there by JE. Moon, we've seen some good play again from him today. Isn't going to be able to see through that smoke. And doubled here from LSN. Looking like we're going to head in 5-4 in Penta's advantage into the second half. And it will be as LSN finishes it off there with a nice 3K. And now Penta going to have to show that they can do the same thing here on the attack. And the belief is alive. Still early, but Penta 100% is in this map here against AG. And that would definitely be the largest upset of the season by a wide margin. Although I've said it time and time again, I think of all the bottom teams, or of all the teams at the bottom of the table, I think especially if they win the coin flip, which wasn't the case here, and AG was pretty generous with the map picks. They really only banned Mexico. The first ban, which was... what was the first ban out of AG? I don't know why I can't think of it. But their first ban... Well, I can't think of it because it was essentially a throwaway ban. It was something like sub-base. Regardless, it was pretty obviously a throwaway ban by AG. And then they picked Port, which they were basically saying, Penta, play whichever map. We know you guys would have picked Port, so we'll pick it, and you guys play whichever map you want, and we'll take you on whatever you feel is your second strongest map, except for Mexico, is pretty much what they said. And Loon's gonna take down Bean, but a nice double there from Even. Gonna even things out here. Unintended there. 2-on-3. They do have the bomb, and it should be able to go down. They try to take a trade, but Rain should be dropping the bomb here. And was a bit dangerous there that Rain could have gotten taken out. Ooh, lots of grenades raining down. They're playing it pretty well here, but it does look like... Ooh, I might have spoken too soon. Blame, he's got the pistol out, and he's playing it correctly, but LSN just out-pistoling him there at the very end. And, whoo! A sigh of relief from AG, as for a second there it looked like Blame was going to have the 3v1 clutch to continue his incredibly impressive map day here on this Ankara map. He's definitely got not the only 4K on the day, I don't think, but that might be the most attractive 4K of the season, as that was a pretty bonkers 4 headshot kill round there for him. As we get in here, it's starting to look a little bit worrying for this Penta side, as they does look like they're going to drop the first 2 rounds now on this attacking side. And they have to prove that they can put rounds together here on the attack, as that one was pretty ugly there. And it's looking a little bit similar to the rounds they had against MGC on Compound. And they're not going to be able to rush down LSN. He's going to get 3 at least. And that is a complete wash there. A great round from, well, a pretty good round there from LSN. Well, a great round from LSN, let's be honest. But he should not have been able to... Oh, well. That was a legit pick, though. I was gonna say Penta should have never given him the opportunity there to pick up 3, and it's starting to all fall apart here for Penta. They need to remember that they can call another timeout, as they've got to get something figured out here, and the timeout will come through. Good call there from Penta. Definitely was time for a timeout. That goes without saying. As looking like it's all excuse me, looking like it's going to be all AG all the time here on the defensive half. They've got to do something here to stop the snowball, or we're going to see the 2-1 most likely come out. Because Penta, only one team deathmatch competitively on the season, but when it comes to teams you don't want to play on team deathmatch, AG is certainly up there. So they're going to have to find some way to start putting these rounds on the board and try and take a 2-0 victory in relegation. I think also because of the nature of that overtime map, it's all being a newer thing, I would imagine, for Penta. I actually don't know how they solved tiebreaker. I imagine they just use the CFS rule set to solve tiebreakers for the EU tournaments. If that's the case, then they also don't have much experience on the tiebreaker map. So they've got to get it done here, and they can't. I think if AG picks up one more round here, it's definitely going to be their round, or be their map to take. We have seen 0 points for Penta on this attacking half. I was about to say, it's looking similar to what happened against MGC. Blah. They played them tight there on compound until they got onto the attacking side. 1-for-1 going to come out there. And LSN going to continue to play this aggressively, coming from the deepest possible angle. And I don't think Penta's expecting this. I think they expected him to back off. And yet he's going to get the free backstab here onto Moon. Wasn't the cleanest kill there. But looking like it's going to go on to map point here for AG. And still waiting. Even going to pick up a nice headshot there onto Blame. And LSN will go down, but only Neil's left alive. And that's going to be a triple there for Even. Waking up straight there out of... And it is Rain's spray is Neil's Weibo. That's pretty funny. But it will be... Ooh, and again, looking like unstoppable here is LSN. He's going to miss that one, though. He's going to pick that one up. He's looking for 5. Oh, only gets to 3, but another huge round there on the op for LSN. And they're in such a bad spot here. Only Rain left alive. It's the 1v3, and Bean gonna get the 1 dig there to close it out.